Good afternoon, sober family. I just wanted to talk about problem solving, part 2. There's only one or two ways that we solved our issues when we were actively drinking or actively using. And if you're in that boat right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One sober to another, we either drank about it or we either did drugs about it. And that was the only way that we knew how to solve our problems. For me, that sprung all the way from my childhood and survivability and how my alcoholism grew as I was growing up. And as I matured into an adult, that got out of control. Let's talk about it. All right, friends, here we are. I have to shoot this on my phone audio, so if you have to adjust your volume, please do it, because right now my camera equipment is doing its own thing and I don't know, can't keep up with it. I either got to get some legit stuff or just keep fighting through this little battle with these, I don't know, Rudy Poo pieces of equipment that I got. Anyway, this too shall pass. So, problem solving, right? Problem solving is a hard thing to recognize only because my instinct as an alcoholic is to say, whoa, I didn't do it, I didn't cause this, so I'm not at fault. Chances are, folks, if you get to the root of the problem, you will find that most times you are at fault, and most times the problem's not as big as you think it is. So getting to the root of an issue, right, especially as an alcoholic, for me, utilizing step 4 of Alcoholics Anonymous is how I achieved that. Now, you might be saying, I'm not an AA'er, I don't believe in that stuff, it's not for me, AA is a cult. Whatever your thing is, draw an analysis of what's going on and what you think are the true problems, and this is how you can do that. First, list out every single person you think has ever wronged you and how they wronged you, who trespassed, and who just flat out did something against you that you can't seem to forget about. In the middle, this is all on a sheet of paper, folks, and you don't have to do it on a sheet of paper. You can do it right here if you want to. In the middle of that, draw a line, right? And then put in that column exactly how you believe that you were wronged or you were trespassed, or how somebody did something against you that you didn't agree with, and all of it until you're exhausted, until you have nothing left in your head to say about it, and now it's all on paper or it's in your mind on a sheet of awesome, and you got that all right there, getting ready to figure it out, right? Then you get to the hard part, folks, on the last column, and this is all part of problem solving, because this will help you get to the root of what's really bothering you. And conducting a moral inventory, which is step 4 of Alcoholics Anonymous, is the part where you say, these are all the reasons I might be at fault. These are all the parts that I have to play in this problem. These are all the things that I have done that may have contributed to why this person trespassed against me, or why I feel they trespassed against me, and or if nothing happened at all, or you didn't have any part in it at all, which leads up to a whole lot of other steps in Alcoholics Anonymous. However, I'm just going to focus on step 5, right? We're not going to go straight to the amends part. Step 5 is admitting that to God, to another person, and to yourself, the exact nature of your wrong, of what you did. So part of the problem solving process in this is, what did I do that could change? In that portion, right? You don't have to believe in the God factor. You don't have to believe in, anything exterior except for a higher power, because there is one. If you look inside of yourself, there is one higher power that you have that gives you strength when you don't have any. Not the drink or the drug, folks. Don't go there. But something that gives you that external strength. And I said it wasn't external, right? Oh, it is. And internally, gives you that boost of motivation you need in order to get through something. All right, so you got that. You go down your list, you got all these things, and then you talk to somebody. Think about when you spoke to your friend in the past and you just word mouthed everything, regurgitated everything, and it all spewed out like word diarrhea. And then at the end of it, the person you're talking to is going, why did they just tell me all of that? Let me digest that real quick. And so they do. They digest it, they give you some feedback, and then it turns out everything in your head was everything that you created. And 9 times out of 10, folks, part of problem solving in that manner, you will realize there's not a big issue at all, and that you are able to attack that problem with ease and with logic and with a purpose versus just going off the handle and doing things on a whim, which ultimately might lead to resentments, which might lead to conflict, and that will possibly lead to going back to the drink or drug, and which we don't want to do in the first place, right? Because on one sober to another, that's what we do here, is we help each other through our experience, strength, and hope. And we also help each other problem solve, because our problems can be so large in our brains, and they may be only this big, and you're able to pick through it and able to address it accordingly versus just going off the handle and doing things that might not make that problem any better. You with me? If so, give a thumbs up, like this video if you've gotten any value out of it, drop a comment below and hit that like button, because problem solving is a hard process for alcoholics and addicts, because we're so used to throwing our hands up and saying, nah, not me, I didn't do it, just like I said in the beginning of this. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you got something from it. Stay tuned for the daily reflections on low quality audio. Life's a garden, folks. Dig it. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.